Houston, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. So Mississippi State's return team will have that offense backed up. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Got his man. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They'll go back to the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to throw, it's Peterson. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Texas! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early, put yourself in a hole, not good.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Catch in the middle, it's Morales.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Back to throw, it's Peterson. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Longhorns offense will get the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
To throw, it's Peterson. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
With the catch, it's Cummings. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Shotgun snap on third down. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And
he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Dropping back, it's Peterson. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Finds his target down the middle.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Off the play fake. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got out of trouble and throws. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. First down to start the drive after the break. Quick handoff. Nice move there. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He gets a block. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Texas! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Texas. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Give to the running back. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. These corners going to give them some space. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes the Texas offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. This guy can throw it. He spins that thing down the middle. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contend this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to throw, it's Peterson. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route runner. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A first down for the offense. And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Averill. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And the returner goes down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Oh, what a move! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football. But when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll go with a direct snap. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that is one of the biggest plays in that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Defense not showing press coverage. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller has done.
Can anyone catch him? At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Finds his back in the middle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep...
And And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Brown. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're bringing heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked, number 41.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hit.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Discretion, the better part of valor, not going to give him a chance to return as they kick it toward the sideline. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They'll go to the ground. Bounced off his feet.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the runner.
Racing down the left side. The 30, the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be.